Well, after the long break from playing this game, it's time for race 3 of season 3 of the ERL Racing Championship. Probably my worst qualifying ever.
Don't take any risks going into the first corner. With this many cars, someone's going to try and squeeze through a gap that isn't there.
Well, I'm pushing you right off the track. Oh, but let's go spun right round. A great start from Jose there. Oh, well, I think that's the start from Jose. I don't know. It could be his teammate. Oh, no, that's Jose in 11th. It must be his teammate I was looking at. Oh, there. Three wide here. That is going to be an accident, surely. And it's Kitty and it's Alessio. I think, no. Oh, what is... Oh, what are you going to be doing? I think people have gone out to race in the break. Good start then from Malcolm, he's at 6. Whoa. What, are you going it again? You're on primes, so you should understand that your grip is not going to be amazing on the first few laps. After lap 2, the race leader Gabry. Oh, Alessio's been hit there, and that's Yuguni taking him straight out. Here's Balestra, whoa there. Oh. I've got the wrong setup on. This is not handling like it should. Great battle going on there for 6th. Oh! There goes Balestra, Ugoni and Malcolm all in one. Oh, with a triple spin. Oh, this is an awful setup. But I also can't drive. I cannot drive the first corner anyway. have a look then what's going on. Gabry currently leads from Agustin, Filipe third, but Filipe has got a 20-second penalty. Plam is in fourth, Jose P5, Balestra P6, Ardi is P7, Kitty is 8th, he's got a 20-second penalty. Alessio and Malcolm both with 10-second penalties, they're 9th and 10th, and Ugoni is P11. He's the race leader. And he's coming up to the first of the back markers. That's 11th place Malcolm there. Closest battle on in the race looks to be with Agustin there in second in the Ferrari, and the race leader in the Williams is Gabry, who they're both looking to be on their last legs for their tyres. But with 40% chance of rain, are they looking to balance out when they pit? Ahead, we've got two battlers there. This is last place Malcolm and next last Ugoni. Malcolm taking a bit of a whack there, but he's through into P10. And the leaders now down in the low 16s, they're about 2.5 seconds off what their best times should be. So you can tell they're waiting for the rain update, and also whether they want to go on a 1 or 2 stop strategy. They're trying to extend out to a 1 stop on dries. But I can tell now, Agustin, he's really starting to struggle on his tyres now. Cars all over the place at the moment. Yeah, he's oh my goodness, he really had to stop there. He is definitely struggling, Agustin. There's no doubt about it. He has to go into the pits here. He's losing a lot of time. In fact, he's being caught up now by third place man Filipe. So let's have a look. Here's the race leader Gabry. What will he do? Will he come into the pits this lap? He is. He's coming into the pits, the race leader. He's followed by Agustin in second place, who's into the pits behind. And third place Filipe is also into the pits. Filipe losing there a bit of time, I think. Sorry, Agustin losing a little bit of time waiting for Filipe to go past in the pits. Plan pits from 4th. All on pitting on lap 15, then off 35. Jose pits on from 5th from the prime tyres, and then Ardi now, he was in 6th place, and he's going to come out just behind Plam, it looks like, in 5th position. He pitted quite a few laps before. And there's Miseka Kitty, who he pitted on like the first lap, I believe, or that second lap. So he's now there in 6th place, trying to make his option tyres last a bit longer. And Jose comes out in 7th position, just ahead of Balestra there in 8th place, who pitted on the lap before. He did make up quite a bit of time there on Jose, who's now on the options to try and extend as much as he can, but also try and catch up the guys in the top 5 places. Here's Alessio, he's in 9th place. He's being closely followed there by Malcolm. Malcolm on options. Alessio also on options. Looks like they're just doing one quick option sprint before the rain hits at the end of the race. There's Ugoni, P11. Everyone's pitted the once now, apart from Alessio, who has pitted 2 times. So, unfortunate for him, he got taken out there by Ugoni. And either Kitty or Balestra, I can't remember which one now, but this is a different driving standard I'm used to. Just noticed now, I think Balestra's got a brand new 10-second penalty. Have a look at the race order. Here's Gabry, the race leader, on the primes. He's followed by Agustin, who is in the driving now with the option tyres. So he should be starting to catch up, but if anything, he's being closed in on through the pit stops by Filipe. Mid-14s is Gabry. What about Agustin? That's a much better time there, Agustin. And that's the new fastest lap of the race, I believe, from the Argentinian. Let's have a look behind. And Filipe. And Plamen in 4th position on those brand new option tyres as well. Ardit in 5th. And it's Kitty in 6th place now. Jose in 7th position, who will now be coming after his teammate Kitty in the Caterham. And you can tell the way that Jose's turning around corners, he is absolutely on a charge now. And surely there's going to be an overtake here from the Caterhams. A switch in position, possibly, because Jose is absolutely flying. In fact, Kitty there, leaving the door open for his teammate, but Jose didn't really want to walk through an open door, so it is going to be good. Jose's going to get the nice benefit of DRS and set probably his fastest lap of the race now. He didn't set a qualifying time, of course, and Kitty, there his teammate, has got the opportunity to now go into the pits. There's Jose at 14.3. There's Balestra in the Williams, his teammate leading the race. And there's Kitty into the pits from 8th place for a new front wing. Now, here's Alessio and Malcolm. I don't think they'll challenge Kitty when he comes out the pits. And in fact, yes, Kitty has gone through a couple of corners ahead there. And then Ugoni P11. He's really going to have to hope that he has a good rain stint, which he can take advantage of, which comes pretty soon. Or he's going to have to hope for a safety car, because he's almost getting lapped. There is Gabry, and Agustin has really started to catch him up. He is very close behind him now, the Ferrari driver. Agustin, who won the first race of the new season. Quite a bit of off-roading there from Agustin, but he won the first race of the season at Australia. A fantastic win for the Argentine, overtaking Gabry. And he might have to do the same again now. Although, hopefully this lag does not affect anything in terms of the race. And another thing to say quickly is Balestra and Kitty with new 10-second penalties. So Balestra and Kitty both on 30-second penalties, and I think Ardit may have been into the pits for a second time. He has, yes, he's dropped down to 7th position in the McLaren. Let's have a look at the order again. There's Agustin, who, another good lap, like his previous two on 3. And, oh, really off-road there, Agustin. I don't know if that is the quickest way of going around the corner, but and making his tyre dirty, but he is definitely catching up Gabry. My goodness, he is being very aggressive, his turning style. Yeah, it's too aggressive for his own good there, in fact, and he's had a bad exit of that corner. What Agustin doesn't want to do is burn out his tyres so quickly already that by the time he catches up to Gabry, they're already too burnt out from where he was pushing far too hard. His plan still running in the mid-14s, and there's quite a big gap now between the top 4 and 5th place Jose, who done his personal best lap of the race now, and it seems like he's been doing that each lap, his personal best lap. It was a 14.5 and then a 14.3, now a 14.1 for the Caterham driver, who started at the back of the grid after not qualifying. Here is Balestra in P6 on his soft tyres with Ardit, who only just pitted a lap or two ago, starting to really catch him up now, the McLaren driver. And he's just done a 1 minute 14.0 as Ardit, which may have been quite quicker than his qualifying time, so you can tell what struggles he had during the qualifying session. Here's Kitty in 8th place, and back we've got Alessio there in 9th, and Gurney 10th. That means that Malcolm there, he has pitted for no, he hasn't pitted for a second time. So what's Malcolm? Well, Kitty's now got 40-second penalty. Same with Balestra. Filipe there with 20-second penalty. Why has Malcolm lost so much time and is now in P11, being lapped by the race leaders? In fact, I don't know what he's doing. I think Malcolm might be about to retire from the race. Looks like he's got some kind of problem there, Malcolm. There goes his teammate, 4th place Plamen. Was that a bit of rain I just saw there? There is Malcolm, he's out of the race. Now, I'm sure I've just seen a bit of rain come down there, which is interesting, seeing as the safety car, if it's on standby, is it about to come out, or are we not going to get a safety car period here at Montreal? Well, Agustin now starting to drop back a little from Gabry. He's in second place, Agustin, and if what he wants now is for it to absolutely start raining right now, so he can get into the pits, because his option tyres are starting to go off very slightly, and he is actually being caught up rather quickly there by... Oh, that's Filipe there, so that means that Gabry there, I think, in P10. Plan there, with a very sideways there. 50-second penalty now for Kitty. So don't worry, I'm not the only one to be caught cutting every corner. Let's have a look at the order. Yeah, it is starting to rain a bit heavier now. And here is Alessio in P9. He could have desperately needed a safety car then. 8th place is Kitty. Now, here's the battle for 7th. It's Ardit and it's Balestra. And they're side by side. And he's done it. Ardit, a very clean overtake on Balestra, the Italian. And he is up in 6th place. Here's Jose in 5th. I wonder who the first person to blink will be and go on to the intermediate tyres as the rain starts to pick up a bit more. There is Filipe in 3rd. Gabry, who's had the one pit stop, he definitely wants it to rain, and it is definitely starting to get heavy. Unfortunately for him, Gabry, that now he's been lapped, if there is a safety car, he is going to be, well, a minute behind the next closest person. So it looks like a bit of a poor showing from him today. And there it is, Filipe into the pits then from P3. And Agustin is pitted from 2nd onto the intermediates. So they're both now onto the intermediates, but Gabry has stayed out a lap. Now this will be interesting to see if Gabry wants it to like hold off, but it is starting to get very slippery now. Has Agustin and Filipe managed to do a fantastic move? Let's have a look. There's Agustin in 2nd. Let's have a look at the other drivers. It's Plan there, he's pitted, he's in 4th place now. Find Balestra, he's stayed out in 5th. That has got to be a mistake from him, because he's got an awful long way to go around the track. But the rest of the field I think has pitted now. Jose in 6th, he's going to surely pass Balestra. Ardit there in 7th. P8 is Kitty, just coming into the pits now. And Alessio pits from 9th. And Gabry started to really struggle on his on his hard tyres. Now here comes Gabry, the race leader, and he's into the pits for a new set of intermediate tyres. Let's have a look at Agustin. I mean, I could see there Balestra and the map there really struggling from 5th place on his soft tyres. Has Agustin made up a bit more time with the intermediates to overtake Gabry? No, it looks like Gabry's going to come out the pits and still be a few seconds ahead of Agustin. It's not worked out for Agustin. And Balestra has retired from the race from his struggles in 5th position. It could be connection, but it could also be him quitting after realising that he's going to lose a lot of time. And where are the battles? And Kitty, he's out of the race as well. That's the 2nd Italian to retire. That's 7th place. Kitty out of the race in the Caterham. So it will be only a 9th place finish for him. And Gabry, a lap down he may be, but at least it will be a 9th place finish at this rate for the Ferrari driver. No, sorry, maybe even 8th place. Yeah, because both drivers, both retiring or losing connection on the same part of the racetrack, both on the back straight. So, you can see they're in 9th place. But they were the ones who had they both had at least 50-second of penalties, so maybe they retired before they got disqualified, like me, or maybe they retired before they were about to be disqualified anyway. But, where are the battles on the racetrack at the moment then? We have 7 laps to go. I wonder if anyone will pit at some point for wet tyres. Now, Filipe on a 20-second penalty. I don't know if that is for corner cutting or... But and oh, the first 2 people are onto the wet tyres. Let's have a look. It's Plam and it's Ardit. Now, that's interesting. In the case of Plam, who is in 4th place, I wonder if he is able to catch up Filipe in any way. 3rd place. Man, Plam, or is it a mistake? There's Plam in 4th. Someone there coming out the pits. Now, that's Jose, who's just come out the pits. Pitted in 5th from the inters to the wets, and he's come out still in 5th position. There is Ardit now in on the wet tyres in 6th. And it looks like the rest of the field are also now coming into the pits for wet tyres. Well, not Gabry. Anyway, the race leader is staying out. We'll see if that's a mistake or not. Again, he's very late with his calls, but we're on to lap 32 of 35. Alessio there. And Agustin now, he's pitting for wet tyres as well. And crucially, doesn't get held up by Filipe, who's also now pitting for the wet tyres from 3rd place. Here's Plam in 4th position. So it looks like everyone's out on the wet tyres now, apart from the race leader. Plam will come out. That's Ugoni there, he's just passing in the pits. And Plam will stay in 4th position after his pit stop, followed by Jose not far behind him now. In a big gap then back to Ardit in 6th place. Alessio also on the wets in 7th, a massive gap from him. And Ugoni, he's pitted onto the wets, he's in 8th place. Now here is the race leader Gabry, and he is struggling to put any kind of power behind his intermediates. He is struggling to accelerate at all. This is going to be amazing. Has Gabry thrown away a win, or can he get back to the pits in time, change the wet tyres for a 3-lap battle with Agustin? Here we go, lap 32. Gabry, the race leader, into the pits. Whereas Agustin, he's on the back straight now. This is a lot closer than they've been before. A lot closer than last time. Let's have a look. There's Gabry. He's coming out the pits now. And Agustin is crossing the start-finish line now. They are going to be absolutely together as they come out. There's Agustin into turn 1. And he has just about kept the lead. Gabry. Oh, it was not much more time in that, Gabry. That, whoa, oh dear. Well, Gabry just about playing it safe, and I think, unless a big mistake happens now, Gabry should be able, on his new wet tyres, to pick up the victory, but oh, that was very close. I had no idea if Gabry was actually going to come out in the lead, but he has done it again. And the championship leader, Agustin, after his win and 2nd in the last 2 races, I think, oh no, I don't think Agustin, I can't remember what Agustin got in the last race actually, it was a while ago, but he is the championship leader, and it looks like he's going to be defeated today by Gabry in the Williams as we start the penultimate lap of the race. Now, there's a back marker there, and I wonder if that's going to get in anyone's way. He's already had one run in with a back marker this season already. It is the Red Bull of Alessio. Jose in 5th place. Plam there in 4th. He's got the back marker of Ugoni behind. Filipe in 3rd. And Agustin now in 2nd after lapping Ugoni. Let's finish the race with Agustin 2nd place bound as he tries to chase down Gabry for the win on the final lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. look on the last lap. Any new penalties? No. Now Filipe and Plum. Is there 20 seconds between them? That's the interesting thing. So let's have a look. Where is Filipe on the leaderboard? On the circuit, sorry. There seems to be about 12 seconds between Filipe and Plum. And Jose is really caught up. Plum is that? No, it's Ugoni there. I'm getting confused. So, Filipe, 20 seconds back from Filipe. I think Jose might just about be inside those 20 seconds, but Gabry crosses the line in the Williams and he wins the Canadian Grand Prix. From Agustin in second, Filipe is third. His 20-second penalty, where is it going to push him down to? Of course, it could be rescinded, but Plum has finished in third, and Jose has just about got Filipe to 5th place. 2 lapped runners, Alessio and Ugoni. And it will be Ardit, the last person to cross the line in P6 in the McLaren. Oh, and Filipe was 5/10 of a way from taking Jose for 4th. Filipe in the end finishing from, he was 9.4 away from the leader, but so if Filipe had a 15-second penalty instead, he would have finished 0.02 of a second in front of Plum. But those extra 5 seconds, from 15 seconds to 20 seconds, has pushed Filipe down from 3rd position to 5th position in the McLaren. Fastest lap of the race, Agustin, whose second stint on the options, claimed him the extra point for the fastest laps. And Gabry, for the second time in a row, comes out the car and wins